Howdy, howdy, everyone. This is Sharon for another Conscious Sharon moment. And so, remember, these Conscious Sharon moments are life hacks, things that make you go, give you insight, revelations, and pretty much something that where you can do something different. That's the main thing. And even though at times you may not always think about it, but just know that with these things, we all, or most of us, shall I say, experience it at some time in your life. I won't say all of us experience it at some time of our life, whether we want to acknowledge it or not, or whether we realize it or not. I won't say realize it because sometimes we may not always be aware of it. And so remember to like and share, turn on your notifications so that you know when these conscious error moments come about because they are spontaneous, because that's how life is sometimes, because things do not always go as planned. So let's get going with this conscious sharing moment. And so for this conscious sharing moment, well, we would talk about history. And so I want to remind you that for everything that you do, everything that you think, everything that you feel, you are currently creating history. Yes, for everything that has occurred, everything you experience, it was history. But anything where you are now, and this is why it's so important to be in the present moment right now, because now is new opportunities waiting. So are you going to go back or are you going to be here? And you plan for the future and look forward to the future, but don't stay too long either, because you won't be enjoying now. So again, in everything that you say, feel, look at, everything, you are creating history. Now you get to decide what type of history are you going to have, because yesterday was history. So were you okay with that? And again, this is where self-care comes into play, because self-care helps you not be in the past so much, especially if the past was not so bleak or was not really good for you. Because I do have to always acknowledge that a lot of times people experience certain things in life, but even when you experience horrific things in life, not only is there hope, but there is something on the other side. And I do have to say, this is where, and when I say self care, I'm talking about self care from a spiritual perspective, self care from a, you might just say, a medical perspective, self care where you can transform your life. And that's all where you come into play. It takes practice, it takes knowledge, it takes some wisdom, it takes you, but you can do it, because you know why? If one person have done it, you can do it too. And you can be the first to do it in your family, for yourself, in wherever it may be, because for whatever things that people have, for all of the things, should I say, what people have overcome, there was a first for everyone. So even if something has never been done, you can be the first. And so, we may have sometimes we hear the saying that ancestor in the making. So you are creating history right now. So how do you want your history to be? Do you want it to be a repeat of your past? Do you want to be a duplicate of your family? Yes, all of those things have an impact on you, but they do not define you. And this is where self care comes into play, because of the thing is that breathing helps on a cellular level. Eating helps on a cellular level. Your thoughts is on a cellular level. Again, the things that you say, the things that you do, how you behave, the actions that you take, it can either improve something in your life or not. And of course, we never know the outcome of something, because sometimes there have been times when I thought I had a great idea and it did not turn into my favor. We've all experienced that. However, we have so many tools around us that can help us overcome if it's something of a adversity. And sometimes it's just an experience and something that we can learn from and improve on ourselves. And so just know, as you are experiencing life, and especially the pieces of life that may not be so pleasant, that you can create another reality. You surely can. You hear it all the time, so why not you? And so just remember that you create your reality, you create your own history. Even when things come tumbling down, it doesn't mean that everything is going to be down all the while. So just know you have everything that you need. Remember to breathe, reflect, and definitely make sure you move, because when you move and take action, that's where it is. That's where change comes. So all of this is important. Also, when it comes to, again, you've heard me say it before, it doesn't matter where you're at home or you're at work. And of course, now people are working at home. And so it's that blur. It doesn't matter where you are, because you are you, no matter where you are. So this is why self-care is so important. So it can help keep you grounded. It can allow you to have clarity, so you can use discernment to make the choices that you need to make for your life. And it's not just about making choices, it's about being you. So continue to create the most wonderful history that you can ever have, and not just create it, live it, and have an adventure. So thank you for joining me for this conscious sharing moment. And also remember to check out my website, www.affirmholisticnetwork.net, for updates, challenges, events, and more, because there's more to come of how you can transform your stress and burnout to electrifying energy, so you can live in joy. So stay tuned for more and check it out for updates. So thank you for joining me for this conscious sharing moment.